Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I am coming at you with a crafty tag for Scraptember. Now, Scraptember is a month-long Scrappy event hosted by Miranda, Laura, and Natalie, and they decided to have a few questions, and I thought I would play along. So let me grab my phone, and because that's where I have the questions. Okay. So the first question is, how long have you been scrapbooking and or card making? So I've been scrapbooking since 1996. I think I've talked about this before. I made an album for a friend that was moving to Germany, and I wanted her to have some special memories of everything we did together. So I made that album for her and sent it away with her. And then after that, the next album I actually made was for my husband, and it was just an album of like memories we had, and I gave it to him. I don't remember when, but I gave it to him. And that album that I made for him wasn't even in a scrapbook. It was actually in just a regular 3-ring binder where it had the pocket in the front. So yeah, it wasn't even a real album. So why do I scrapbook and or make cards? Oh, I started making cards, I don't know, I've made cards off and on throughout the years. I'm not a huge card maker. I don't make cards and like have them sitting out and ready to go, but I do make cards when I need them. So why do I scrapbook and make cards? I make cards because I like to give a handmade card. I just feel that it feels nice. I like receiving handmade cards. I'm always so touched when somebody will send me a handmade card or give me one. It makes me just feel special, so I want to give that special feeling away. And scrapbooking, two reasons, I guess, maybe. Gosh, I've answered this question before, and I think I give different reasons every time. Probably just how I'm feeling during the day. So the reason why I scrapbook is mainly to have a chronological family history. So our family album started in 1998 because that's when my husband and I met and got married. Yes, met and got married in 1998. And they go all the way up. So it's kind of like a chronological history of our family. Plus, I just love pretty paper. I've always loved pretty paper, and playing with it just makes me happy. So that is why I scrapbook. Where do I share my projects, even those without a video? So I do share layouts on here on YouTube. I also share layouts on Instagram. I was using my Pinterest kind of as a online version of my albums, but I haven't kept up with that. I also have a pretty defunct blog that I haven't kept up with either. So mostly, and Facebook. So Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. What do I watch and or listen to while I am creating? So usually I have YouTube videos going on in the background. I would say I listen more to YouTube videos than I actually watch them, just because I like to hear like kind of like crafty talk going on. And I like longer YouTube videos for when I'm scrapbooking because I don't want to have to like keep finding new videos. So of course I like have a playlist because I cast on the television that's across from me in my room, but I don't want to have to like keep adding videos to the playlist. However, I do like shorter videos when I'm getting ready in the morning, because I have a limited amount of time. So any like 12-13 minute videos for me are perfect for getting ready in the morning, while I like do my hair and stuff, because as you can see, it doesn't take a whole lot to do this. Or I don't put that came out kind of cocky, didn't it? I meant I don't put a lot of effort into this. Oh my goodness. Okay. But over the summer, my daughter would sit across from me at the table right here, and we would do arty things together, and we would watch a TV show. Right now we were working through Supernatural. Let's see, how do I find time to craft? So I make it. I've always just made time. Right now, I work in the afternoons into the evening, so I craft in the morning. On the weekends, I craft. Usually Saturdays are our days, because I worked weekends for a long time, and I have weekends off now. So usually Saturdays are like our day to kind of get the worky stuff done, chores, errands, any of that kind of stuff. And then Sundays are our relax and downtime day. I usually Sundays are jammy days around here, so I craft on the weekends, I craft in the mornings. I get home too late at night to craft. I usually come home and go to bed because I get home between 11 and midnight, depending upon the day. So no crafting happens late at night like that. So that's now. When my kids were younger, I would craft whenever I could. So we homeschooled our kids, so if they were working on a project, we would homeschool and I would do some sort of craft project. Or like I had much more of a schedule when they were younger. Like I knew Tuesdays was cleaning day. Like I would clean the house top to bottom on Tuesdays. And then like touch-up day was Thursday, Friday, you know, whatever it was. So I just made sure that I knew Tuesday wasn't going to craft at all, wasn't going to scrapbook, wasn't going to play with paper, wasn't going to do anything like that, because Tuesdays was like my work, get it all done day. So yeah, so things were different back then. Now I have a lot more time to kind of craft and do what I want. Still have responsibilities around the house that we get done and all that kind of thing, but yeah. What is my favorite underrated crafty trend? I don't know. I mean, is it underrated if it's a trend? I'm kind of like looking at my room and looking at my stuff. What is my underrated crafty trend? I don't know, you guys. I really don't know. I just like it all. I'll try everything once, and if I like it, I'll do it twice. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that question. I'm so sorry. What is your go-to color combo for the spring and summer? So I think I'd have to look. Right now, I'm scrapbooking a lot of airplanes and Hearst Castle photos. So my airplanes, a lot of them have a lot of primary colors like red, blue, I would say like oranges, greens, like those kind of things. But I'm also scrapbooking a lot of Hearst Castle stuff. This is actually my Kill a Kit right here. So that has a lot of like soft pinks and blues and mint greens and stuff like that. But my favorite go-to color combo, I really don't know. I used to scrapbook a lot of like navies and deep greens and oranges, and I feel like my color palette has lightened up. I'm really not a color for the season kind of scrapbooker. I kind of do what I want. Christmas is probably the only like real big difference there, because I definitely like more traditional Christmas colors with the green and red. But I'd have to like go through my albums and look and see if I actually do tend to use different colors in different seasons. I'll have to see. I don't think I do. What is my favorite brand for fall and winter collection? So, like I said, I'm not really a season-y scrapbooker. I don't think I've ever purposefully bought a fall-themed collection. Fall to me just means that it's almost wintertime, so I don't like it. That's why, this isn't why we live in California, but I live in California now, and I don't have super cold winters and super cold falls, and that makes me ridiculously happy. Makes my little heart go pitter-patter. We have never turned on our heat the almost 4 years we've lived here. So that's like the life, guys, if you never have to turn on your heat. My favorite winter collections, I don't really have winter collections either. Even when we did live in Maryland and we had 4 full seasons, I never really purchased winter or fall collections, probably because it wasn't my favorite seasons and I didn't like it. When we had blizzards and stuff, I would document, but it would be like with 1 or 2 things. I'm not really, I keep saying this, I'm not really like a seasonal collection person, but my favorite brands for Christmas collections. So usually I am a big fan of Simple Stories and Echo Park's Christmas collections. I feel like they really put out beautiful products. And this year I also purchased the Heidi Swap Winter Wonderland paper pad, and I think I got a few embellishments maybe. I don't remember. It's put aside. I didn't want to think about my December album yet, so it's put aside, and I'm not worrying about that. How many projects do I have unfinished in my crafty space? 4. They're right here. So they live on a shelf. So I have this layout right here that is missing a photo. It had the photo on it, but it was a poorly printed photo. So I reordered and tore this photo off. This is from Layout Palooza from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. This one is also from Layout Palooza from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. This is going to be a layout that I use for a group photo for retreat. So it's set. I know what I'm using it for. And then this one is the first fringe layout I did, and I still haven't done anything with it, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it, but I like it. So I have no idea. So I've one truly unfinished where I'm I have no idea what I'm doing with this. And this is not something I usually do. I usually don't just create a layout or a background and toss it to the side. There's usually a plan. And then these are just waiting for photos, and then they'll be finished. But 3, just 3. That's not too bad, right? I'm actually kind of ashamed of myself that I even have 3, so I need to get those taken care of. Do I put my unfinished layouts in a pile or store them away in their album? Okay, so this is my thing, guys. Totally my thing here. It drives me insane when layouts are not in their albums. Insane. There have been times where I haven't even done a layout share video because it just drives me that crazy, where I'm just put them in the page protector, put them in the album. However, in August I scrapbooked 111 layouts, which way fills more albums than I had. I have 0 empty albums now, and I usually have between 4 and 6 on my shelf. So right now, over here, I'm so ashamed of it, I'm not even going to show you guys. I have a pile of layouts that I've created this month, which is for a layout share, so they're living there. So however many layouts are living over here. And then I have the airplane layouts, because those are going to have their own albums. There's actually going to be 2 albums for those. And then I have a pile of Hearst Castle layouts, and they need 2 albums. There's going to be 2 albums of those. And then I have my Disneyland album where I went with Christina and Kari, and they have binder rings on them because they just need albums. So that is what I have going on right now. Everything else is in an album and put away and where it belongs. But I need to buy some albums. So yeah, it's driving me crazy that it's going on right like this. And I think this weekend I'm going to hit up Hobby Lobby because their albums are 50% off right now. And I am not picky choosy when it comes to my albums. I was using Project Life albums because I could get them on the cheap at Michael's, because they would have, half off all the time, or they would go in clearance and I would buy them that way. So I'm not choosy about my albums like I used to be. I used to be an album snob and would only use Creative Memories albums with regular layouts and regular page protectors in them, but I don't feel the need anymore to do that. I just don't. So I just need to buy some albums, and then those will be taken care of. Let's see. How long does a layout take you? So a layout usually takes me about 20-25 minutes. If I'm doing a lot of wet stuff where I've got a lot of mixed media and paint and stuff like that, then it can take 2 sessions over a couple days. But that's just because of drying time. But I'm a pretty quick scrapbooker. Maybe 20 to 45 minutes, I would say, depending upon what I'm doing. Because I'm thinking back over the past couple layouts I've done, and some of them are a little bit longer, and that's just because I end up futzing around with things and get distracted. How did you make it on a design team, or why did you pick the design teams you were on? So I am on the Paper House Productions design team, and I picked Paper House to apply to because I really just love their products. Their stickers are what got me sucked in. I'm trying to look and see if I've got anything handy. I don't think I do. But I found some stickers, and they were like these puffy stickers, and they were amazing, and I love them, and I used them right away. I bought 2 packages, and I used them right away on a bunch of different layouts. And I just loved them, and I wanted to be a part of that community because I love their products so much. So that's why I chose to apply to that design team. I have applied to other design teams. I've applied to a Kit Club design team in the past and obviously did not make it. But that was because I loved their kits at the time. And then slowly I was starting to love their kits less and less. So I actually stopped getting their kits, and now I have a great kit club, the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. So if you're interested in a kit club where it's curated just for you, I will pop that link down below. Shameless plug for my friend. But I have applied to other design teams in the past and obviously didn't make it. I've made some of them, but Paper House is the one I'm on right now. I'm also a crafty maven of the Crafty Maven Getaway, where we just post layouts with some prompts each month. It's not more of a design team, it's kind of like an inspiration type team. But I choose them because I love the products, I love the company, and I just want to be a part of that community. So that's why. Maybe someone who actually has a lot of design team experience would be better suited to answer that question. Mine is just because I love it and I want to be a part of it. So I guess I answered the 13th question of why would I want to be on a design team, because I love the products. That is it. So that was the Scraptember crafty tag. I hope I didn't rabbit trail too much, and I just keep looking over there at those piles of layouts like... So anyway, there that is. Now my crafty tag or scrappy tag is going to be going up a day late because I already have 3 scheduled things coming out when everyone else's is. So if you would like to play along, I will put the questions down below in my video description, and just go ahead and use that hashtag Scraptember crafty tag and post your own video. I would love to hear from you. I would love to see you face to face if you're so inclined, and I would also love to hear the answers to your questions. So I will see you guys again real soon. And let's turn this bad boy off.